Now, Prime Minister Modi's diplomatic outreach, viewers, has been unprecedented. It's a unique initiative that's spanning continents, carrying India's message of peace, harmony and cooperation. He's achieved many firsts, in fact, and we're going to put that out for you to understand where all he's actually gone for the first time in several decades, starting from Mongolia early on in his tenure. Then there was Israel, there was Rwanda, Bahrain, Brunei, Guyana and Austria. Countries which haven't been touched upon by Indian establishment in terms of PM visits for decades at end. When it came to Guyana, it would actually been almost 5 decades. And that has been the unprecedented diplomatic outreach by the Prime Minister. Speaking of Israel, well, India's courage and conviction to dehyphenate the Israel-Palestine issue was a key piece of Prime Minister Modi's foreign policy doctrine. Besides strengthening India's interests to protect its national and core interests, Brunei's visit highlighted that, the importance of securing its energy interests. And that is what is playing out right now on your screens. And to talk more about what this means in terms of the impact this kind of an outreach has in terms of raising India's stature and what it means for the kind of foreign policy roadmap that we should now be looking at after these kind of milestones that have been achieved. I'm joined by a special guest, political scientist Christopher Clary, to shed some light on what is key to India's diplomatic wins and as far as what is likely to be prioritized going forward on Prime Minister Modi's unique outreach, which has built new bridges for India, whether it's the Pacific Islands, whether it's the Barbados, and all the way, of course, to several other countries. Thank you so much, Christopher, for joining us on NDTV. Let me start by asking you, how has Prime Minister Modi's personal diplomacy, frequent foreign visits, outreach to diaspora, all of that changed India's global perception?
The Prime Minister has obviously invested a lot of energy and time in making both personal connections with global leaders, but also with the large Indian diaspora that lives overseas. And, for those places where the leader has a lot of authority or where the diaspora has a lot of influence because of their commitment to the political process, the fact they may vote in local elections, all of those things provide a ballast that keeps India's bilateral relationships steady in seas that might otherwise cause the boat to overturn.
Mm-hmm. In terms of the most transformative moment of Indian diplomacy in the last 11 years, which one would you choose?
The Prime Minister has made a variety of big bets in his international diplomatic outreach efforts to date. It's difficult to rank order them, but in my mind, his willingness to try to stabilize frequently on multiple occasions Sino-Indian relations has been an important hallmark of his time. His efforts with Pakistan early in his tenure, which ended up being disappointing. And, I think the relationship with U.S. presidents, where India has weathered this moment of intense political polarization in the United States, as well as any other U.S. partner on the planet.
Mm-hmm. All right, Christopher Clary, really appreciate you joining us live to talk more about how India has changed, reevaluated its foreign policy doctrine under Prime Minister Modi.